Communication is the key. I can't say that enough. I'm starting to really believe that communication is the key. I think communication is the key. We need to start communicating more. Let's just start communicating more. Let's have more conversation.
Hello everyone, we are back. I am about to make some spaghetti and meatballs, but this time I'm going to use the Beyond Beef. Now this is a plant-based ground beef, and so we're going to try this right now. Okay, so when I make this, I use, of course, the Beyond Beef. What you do is just put the whole thing in a bowl. Like that. Let me grab a spoon real quick so I can mix it all together. Okay. Then right here, this is a mixture of an onion, about a quarter cup of parsley, and there's also 3 cloves of garlic. So what I did was I took all of those ingredients and I mixed it in the Ninja chopper, and it just makes it easier for me rather than chopping every single one of them individually. So I just put that all together in there. Next is Parmesan cheese. Now this is grated Parmesan from Follow Your Heart. So all I did was chop it up real fine so it can become a powder, because normally I use the Go Veggie Parmesan, but they didn't have any in stock. So I'm using the Follow Your Heart. And so we put this in there. This is about a half a cup. Then you take about 3 tablespoons of ketchup. Put that in there. Get that out of there. Okay. And you take about a quarter of a cup of breadcrumbs and you place it in there. Okay. Now you can also put about maybe a teaspoon of salt if you want to, but I normally don't use a lot of salt because this type of meat has a lot of sodium in it anyway. But if that's what you want to do, you can add about a teaspoon of salt to that. But I'm going to add some black pepper. And I just put as much as I want of that in there. Just put some black pepper in there. And that's it. And you just mix it together. Now I have it all mixed up. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna roll them up and make meatballs. Okay, I forgot to mention before that I already put my pasta on. So my pasta's done and it's ready to be drained. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. I've got my meatballs all rolled up. And so now we're gonna just let it cook for a little bit. One thing I do wanna mention that this is a plant-based meal. However, you can still do the same thing, like if you want to use turkey meat or other types of meat, ground meats, you can do that as well, and it'll still come out really well. While the meatball is cooking, what you can do is you can go ahead and get one of your favorite pasta sauces. Like right now, I'm using the Bertolli marinara sauce with garlic and herbs in it. You can use any type of sauce that you like and then put it in the pot and let that simmer. And then by the time your meatballs are done, you could just add it to the sauce. What I do is I season it how I like. You can add some onion powder, garlic powder, you know, Italian seasoning, anything like that that you would like to add to it. The meatballs are ready now. One thing I do need to add, as I mentioned earlier, that you can still use the same ingredients to do another ground meat and it'll still work. But one thing you do need to add to those meats is an egg, because that'll keep it together. For Beyond Beef, you don't have to use eggs or anything like that. It stays together pretty well, but just make sure you remember if you use ground turkey or anything else, put 1 egg in there and it'll stay together. Meatballs are ready, y'all. So let's go ahead and turn this off. Now I'm about to add my pasta. Now I'm gonna add the meatballs. Now the meatballs are in, so what I'm gonna do now is just mix it all together. I have it all mixed together, guys. That's pretty much it. Well, that's all, folks. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoy eating the meal. And please like, share, comment, and subscribe. And we thank you guys for your support. And if there's any dish you want me to do to maybe change it to plant-based, let me know in the comment section. And I appreciate you guys. God bless.
I'm starting to really believe that communication is the key. I think communication is the key. We need to start communicating.